Hello everybody and welcome to your 21st C Sharp and XNA tutorial. So in this tutorial we're going to be learning about something called the Timespan class. The Timespan class is very useful because it does exactly what its class declares. It's a time span, so it calculates the time within a certain range, or you can calculate the time of anything. So say you have a countdown timer in your game, or say you want to calculate the time in between moves or combos, or the play time, how long the player's been playing, or if you have a music player, the play count in the music, or etc. etc. And that's essentially what we're going to be doing this tutorial. So we're going to be playing how far along our music is according to what is playing, and we're going to expand on this in the next tutorial. The next tutorial we're indeed going to be making a media player. Nothing advanced, nothing like importing music or whatever and playing whatever type of music you want to play. Nothing that fancy, but we're going to be doing that kind of stuff, having a play button, a pause button, stop button, etc., etc. And so you could do that ahead of time if you want. It's up to you if you really want to do that ahead of time. But and to see how your code compares to mine, but just letting you know what's going on. So to start off this tutorial, what we want to do is have three new variables. So what we want is a font, and we need two time spans. So time span, playtime, and we want one that's called end time. So obviously for our font, what we want to do is we want to load our font. So we want to load our font, Sprite font, and mine's Sprite font 1. Okay, so we've loaded our font, so that's it for now. So for our playtime and our end time, what we're going to do, the end time is going to find the whole duration of our song, and the playtime is going to find out the current position within the song, meaning like if it's 50 seconds in the song, if it's 10 seconds in the song, etc., etc. So we're just going to be doing a very basic version of this right now. We're going to expand to make it a bit better in the next tutorial. We're gonna have a method for it, etc., etc. But in this tutorial, we're not gonna do all that stuff. So what we're gonna do is after we start playing our music, what we're gonna do is set our end time equal to bgm dot duration. And most times you're not gonna want to get the duration every single time doing the draw loop, because that's an extra hassle that the game has to go through. For a small program like this, it won't affect optimization, but you only need to check the duration once or every single time you change to a new song. So this isn't the way you're really gonna want to go about it. But yeah, once you're handling sounds in your game, if you're gonna check for the duration or how long the song is, only check for it once you load in the file. If you're gonna store it, or once you just play the file, like you don't have to continuously check for the duration, because the duration of the song never changes. Okay, so we have the song duration, and we want to do is set the playtime equals to media player dot play position. Now, why don't we do bgm dot play position to find out the current play position? Well, the BGM, our song file, we know it stores how long the song file's in it, but the song file doesn't know how far along the media player has played it. Essentially why the media player is different from sounds is that the media player is designed to only play one song at a time, because the media player is designed for like background music and etc., etc., whereas the sound is designed to play multiple sounds at once. Okay, so the media player will keep track of the current song that's playing, the play position, so how long it's been playing for. That's essentially what the play position is. So we store the end time and the play time, and so we store them. So what we want to do is that we want to display them to the screen. So how do we do this? Uh, so what we're gonna do drawstring, and we have our fonts. But first of all, before we do that, to make our code a bit simpler, what we're gonna do is this. So Normally be better to put this into a method, but for now, for that's gonna be for the next tutorial. So I'm gonna put PT minutes, so for playtime minutes, and I'm gonna have PT seconds. Then I'm gonna have ET minutes and ET seconds. Okay, so the playtime minutes is going to be equal to playtime dot minutes. Okay, and the PT seconds is going to be equal to playtime seconds. So as you can guess, the same thing for the end time. So it's going to be ET minutes is equal to end time dot minutes. Sorry. Dot minutes, and ET seconds is going to be equal to end time dot seconds. Okay, so we got that right there. So we got the minutes, oh, sorry, we got to remember to put toString right there, cause right now it's of integer type, I believe, or float type, so we have to change it, put it to a string by doing dot to string. So yeah, that is a good thing to remember, and that's a good feature built into C# to have the toString method in there. So we have our things stored, our variables, our values stored. So for our text, what we're gonna do is gonna put PT minutes, we're gonna put plus, we're gonna put a colon, and we're gonna put PT seconds, and then we're gonna put a slash, and yeah, we'll put a slash there, and we'll put plus ET minutes, and then we'll have a colon there, and then we'll have ET seconds. Okay, and that is it for our text. So I believe that should work correctly. So after we have those, I believe everything should be correct. So after we have that, essentially we'll put our position. So we have our vector2 position. So I'll put it at 100 by 100, and for our color, I'll make the color white, and I'll put it right here. So I forgot to add a plus right there, and I forgot to add a plus in between these, and a plus in between these. So make sure you have the pluses everywhere, or you'll get errors in your program. So we have our time span and our end time, and we use them, and in our program, we'll essentially see what happens. So if we do F5 to run our program, one thing I forgot to do, which is something that you guys shouldn't forget to do, should get in the habit of doing, is doing spritebatch.begin once you begin drawing, and spritebatch.end when you end drawing, or you're gonna run into an error. Okay, so make sure you know drawing commands before you have spritebatch begin and spritebatch end. Okay, so on our screen, we see how much seconds has been passing along our song, and this is how long our song is. So that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and bye.